Hello and welcome back to the Everton Extra YouTube channel. We're going to do another coverage of the transfer rumours that have been taken up the last couple of weeks. But obviously the main priority to address is, of course, Carlo Ancelotti leaving the club. It's been a while since we've done one of these videos for the last few weeks, but Ancelotti leaving definitely scuppered up a lot of the transfer rumours, the transfer market around Everton, and it looks like the direction of the club is having to change, mainly because of the appointment of the manager. And it looks like Marcel Brands has been given much more control in terms of recruitment, the managerial hunt, of course, and just the overall football operation around the club. Now, hopefully, this means that the club will end up heading in the right direction at some point. But, of course, the appointment of the manager is what is most important at this current moment in time. So, the most recent rumours regarding manager come from today, which is the 8th of June. Graham Potter is being seriously considered as the man who should take the place of Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo, obviously, leaving not in great terms. We've been linked with a lot of managers. It seems, I don't want to say the word desperate, but it seems to be a bit of a mad scramble to see who we're going to get. I think Brands is taking his time to consider who is the best fit, who is the best option. And NUNO Espirito Santo, the ex-Wolves boss, was of course the original man we were being linked with. But of course, the story that's come out today is that Crystal Palace it basically looks imminent. They're going to announce him as their new manager. So it looks like NUNO, unfortunately, will not join Everton Football Club. So having said that, The Athletic, Liverpool Echo, Daily Mail, they've all been reporting that Graham Potter is now being considered as the number one target. He is considered one of the only targets that the Everton board unilaterally agree on in terms of a great prospect of a manager with a great philosophy, a great mindset, and a man who can legitimately take Everton to the next level. If we look at possibly his work at Brighton, I think he's done a fantastic job in terms of making them quite hard to break down, quite hard to beat. They've made it tough for some of the top six sides this season, and he's brought a philosophy, a big, strong defence, a fast-moving and agile midfield, and a fast forward movement going into the attacking options. The problems, I think we could all see from when Brighton played this season. They struggled to score a lot of goals. They really did. So whether that would be a problem translating across to Everton, I don't think it would be as much of a problem, especially when we have natural goal scorers in Calvert-Lewin, and should he stay, Richarlison as well. We have natural goal scorers there. So you could argue that on top of Graham Potter's philosophy with defensive midfield would look to be a system that, in theory and on paper, would work. So we'll have to see. This story, of course, is constantly developing, but let's hope we appoint a new manager soon anyway. Regarding players and transfer rumours, we have a very interesting one. The Dutch newspaper De Telegraaf, they have announced that apparently Denzel Deumfries, who is the right back for PSV, he is coming from Brands' old club. That's where Brands used to work as a sporting director before he came to us. And Deumfries is 25 years old. He's becoming quite a bit of a prospect in Europe. And looking on the European scene and heading into the Euros, this week coming, he's going to end up being a player that's going to be sought after by quite a few clubs. Brands strongly believes that these guys are, they're going to intensify the search for Deumfries. They're going to want to spend more money on him, make sure he's their guy, because Deumfries is now being given a platform to showcase his skill on. He's only been working in the Dutch league, and Dutch league, although it does produce some excellent talents, a lot of clubs will not necessarily go and scout the Dutch league over other leagues. So Deumfries is a great opportunity, but the Telegraph are primarily reporting that Everton really want to get him in the right back position. Obviously, that's a hole we need to address in the team very quickly. But it needs to happen fast. Brands wants it to happen fast. He wants to get him in. He wants to get him signed before any other teams come sniffing and PSV can up the price. So we will see how that goes. It's been a few days we've been linked to him, which just adds support and strength to the rumours that we are looking at him. but let's see what happens on that one. And we go to the ever-reliable Liverpool Echo. Everton were previously interested in getting Pedro Neto from Wolves, a standout performer from last year, a good, agile, strong goal scorer. However, a lot of the reporting that's coming out of this one now is that was all dependent on whether NUNO would be appointed as the Everton manager. Of course, Pedro and him have a great relationship. Both Portuguese, both worked together at Wolves. He made Pedro into a bigger player. I think it would be the perfect kind of player that we would need. It's that extra winger slot. You know, if we were to get rid of Iwobi, he is the player who can come in and really create a difference. However, as I just said, I think the chances were relying on NUNO becoming that guy. Then again, he is at Wolves. Wolves finished in the second half of the table last year. Pedro Neto's got some strong admirers. Possibly, Everton could be seen as a step up for him. Who knows? We will see what happens on that one. And also, the Liverpool Echo, Everton have been interested recently in getting Chris Woods, the New Zealand striker from Burnley. He pretty much bossed our defence the last time we played them. It was kind of embarrassing, I thought, on our front. However, not taking any credit away from Chris Woods, he's a fantastic striker. He's a big dude. He's a guy who can bully his way in the box, but also he's got some great technical ability, which means he's got something there which could be taken to the next level beyond, say, just Burnley. But he hits 10 goals a season at least. He's always hitting double digits. He's a mainstay in the Premier League. I mean, every now and again you see him score a couple goals here, a couple goals there, and it goes relatively under the radar. So I think he is a player that wouldn't necessarily produce a lot of competition for the starting spot over Calvert-Lewin. I wouldn't quite go that far, but I think he's someone who can apply the pressure on Calvert-Lewin, up Calvert-Lewin's game, and also a great guy to put in as your secondary backup. I think he's an upgrade on guys like Toshin, he's an upgrade on guys like Moise Kean, and unfortunately, an upgrade on Josh King. Just to note, of course, we all probably saw a few days ago, Everton released a set number of players. Yannick Bolasie has left, Josh King has left as well, which I think we all knew was going to happen. I have to say I feel very sorry for Josh King. He was never given that opportunity under Ancelotti, and it's quite sad, to be honest. I think he's a very talented player. He proved that with Bournemouth for a number of years, and I think that he's going to find a home somewhere. And I think Everton as a football club will regret not extending a contract and giving him more of an opportunity. However, that was the Ancelotti era. We're heading into a new era. We don't know what manager there will be in the helm, but all we know is that Marcel Brands will be there to lead the line, and I think now we are officially giving him the tools and the responsibility of recruiting the manager and the players, complete control. I think it is a good thing, and it will possibly take us to the next level. Except we're all Everton supporters, we have to hope and we have to pray. That's all we can do. Thank you very much for listening, and I will see you guys next time.